Dundee's whaling industry played a key role in the working life of the city during the 19th century, although it's a difficult industry for us to understand today. But by the second half of the 19th century, Dundee was one of the UK's premier whaling ports. The industry employed hundreds of people, not just those who went to sea, but the women who claimed the filth from the whalebones and those who made the ships they sailed in. Plus all those in the supporting industries, such as the grocers, the sailmakers, whale oil dealers and blacksmith makers. But Dundee produced high-quality mariners, both as masters and seamen who travelled north to the Arctic. These seamen were known as some of the most adaptable of all the 19th century seamen, having to know a whole host of whaling Pacific jobs as well as those needed as a typical seaman. So today I want to highlight one of the archives we have on display in our whaling case, this certificate of discharge. These certificates also acted as a form of identification and a statement of character, and they had to be signed by both the seaman and the master of the ship to prove that they'd been officially discharged. The first known certificates were issued in the 18th century, and by 1835 they could become compulsory, whilst the 1854 Merchant Shipping Act regulated the system somewhat. If your ship had been going abroad, you were issued with an E1 form like the one we have on display here. This certificate was issued to James Stout for his journey aboard the voyage of the 1880 Aurora, one of Dundee's finest whaling vessels. The ship was built and launched by Alexander Stevens and Sons in 1877. This certificate tells us James was 27 years old and was born in Shetland. So he served as a line manager aboard the ship. This was one of the Whaling Pacific jobs in which, when they were out hunting, he would be on the whaleboat and had to ensure that the line ran smoothly from the harpooned whale to the whaling boat, and it was a very important job. So we can also see that the certificate's been signed by both James and the captain of the ship, which was Captain Alexander Fairweather, one of the most renowned and famous of all the Dundee whaling captains. Individual certificates like this were issued to prove that the seaman had been officially discharged, and gradually these paper certificates became replaced by hardback blue-copied books in which multiple voyages could be recorded. This certificate was donated to us by a family member, and you can see it's been mounted on a piece of paper which just shows how proud they were of their relative and their role within the Dundee whaling industry.